generals to plan an attack against France. Anyone who thinks of the Germans as unfailingly efficient should study what happened here. At first, his generals decide on the same strategy they used in World War I. An army group in the north will slice across the Netherlands and Belgium and into France. Other army groups in the center and south will exert pressure. One maverick general, Erich von Manstein,
Maverick generals,
he
rise
said
up.
it's exactly what the Allies expect. It will bog down in trench warfare. Manstein wants to put the main thrust in the center, mass the tanks there, and drive through the supposedly impenetrable Ardennes forest to outflank the Allies. Manstein is overruled and sent away. But by sheer chance, Hitler invites a group of officers to lunch, and Manstein is among them. He manages to present his plan directly to Hitler. Hitler accepts it. Now it is spring. The attack order has been postponed 29 times. It is time to find out if the radical new battle plan will work. As we will see, it does more than that. It writes a whole new chapter in the history of warfare. It finally happens on May 10th, 1940. German armored divisions smash across the border. Tanks are no longer used to support the infantry. They are instead massed to strike swiftly on their own. As they did in Poland, Stuka dive bombers blast a path for the tanks. The British and French do exactly what Manstein had predicted. They blindly march up into Belgium, expecting the big attack to come that way. Instead, the attack slices rapidly beneath and past them. Young Kielmansegg is with the 1st Panzer Division, led by the legendary Heinz Guderian.
The French Chief of General Staff, General Gamelin, did not believe that it was possible to cross the Ardennes with so many tanks, with so many divisions. Because if you have seen the Ardennes, you would say he was right.
Were you surprised at how fast it went?
Surprised about what?
The quickness.
We not. No. This we knew before. If he could go through, then the quickness would be there. The French were surprised.
But Hitler worries about possible flank attacks on the extended German columns. General Hulder, head of the General Staff, says the Führer raves and bellows that things are moving too fast. Manstein says later that Hitler is bold in planning, but timid in execution. Meanwhile, the German armor races all the way across France in an incredible 10 days. More than 300,000 Allied soldiers, the entire British Expeditionary Force, are penned up with their backs to the beach. An enormous victory is in sight. If the entire British army is captured, Britain will be defenseless. And then something incredible happens. Hitler orders his tanks to halt. Not only to halt, but to pull back. General Guderian, the Panzer leader, says, "We were speechless."
We were angry is not the real expression, much more than angry, and we were disappointed. And we saw the success, we saw the possibility to catch the British army. It was a very serious mistake.
A serious mistake that changed the course of the war. Why did Hitler make it? Several reasons. General von Rundstedt, commander of the Central Army Group, is worried about a possible counterattack. But Field Marshal Hermann Goering says that the tanks won't be needed. He'll destroy the British Army with his National Socialist Luftwaffe. The Stuka dive bombers take to the air to do it, and the Luftwaffe's fighters rise to cover them. The fighters of the British Royal Air Force swarm to the scene to protect the soldiers on the beach. A ragtag fleet of big and little boats sets out from the English coast to rescue the stranded soldiers. The German Messerschmitts are unable to protect the slow-diving Stukas from the fast British Spitfires and Hurricanes. The Stukas take terrible losses, and, for the first time, the Luftwaffe fails.